Hello and welcome to another tutorial on API testing with Python series. Okay, let's see how we can make use of relative JSON paths to extract the data. That's what I'm hoping to cover in this session. Okay, let me just show you a JSON file. Okay, this is the JSON file. Suppose you want to get this data right here in the highlighted part here, sort as, and there suppose this is the key and you want to get the value here SGML. Normally what you would have to write is you have to write a long probably JSON path expression starting from the root here, glossary, title, a bunch of nested nodes inside your dictionary, and you have to come all the way from top to here to get this value. So instead what you can do is what I have done is made use of this library, that is JSONPath-RW. You can just install it by you doing a pip install JSONPath-RW. Once you install this, you will be able to write different types of relative JSON path, just like how do you write a XML XPath in XML or HTML. Similarly, you can write a relative JSON path when you have a long file, because if you're writing from the root every time, this might be like your script might go like over the page actually. This is actually a simple medium-sized mediumly nested JSON file, but some JSON responses can be very complex and nested and very long. If you are going to write the path from the root every time, you're going to have a headache maintaining your scripts. So instead what you can do is make use of this library. Basically this will help you to write a JSON path expression, and you can even write we can make use of different patterns. There are some examples here in this page. You can just Google search this this library, and you can directly go to pip website here. So I'm going to quickly show you an example how we can get the value by using a relative JSON path by using this library. Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the value, this highlighted value here, sort as. I am trying to get this value SGML, that string. Okay, let me just start coding here. First I have stored this I'm not making any API calls here. I have just stored the JSON sample JSON in this sample.json file. First thing, I'm just going to open this file and store that JSON data in a variable. So I'm going to make use of with the keyword here, with open the file name sample.json in read mode as f. Then I'm going to assign this to data. Then I have also imported JSON module here just to read the file, json.load, and I'm going to load the JSON content from the file object f. Okay, now this data will have the JSON content, right? So next thing is to import the module. There are two things you have to import. One is parse and another one is JSON path from the same library. From JSONPath-RW _RW, I'm going to import parse and I'm going to import JSON path. Okay, let me just make sure if it's parse or parser. Yeah, it's parse. Okay, once you have that, have imported the things. What the next step is to write a JSON expression. Okay, let me just write a JSON expression, say JSON underscore exp. I'm just directly following whatever the example they have given here. So it's basically the same thing that they do. They write a JSON expression of some kind and they try to extract the value in the form of list using list comprehension expression. So here what I'm going to do is write an expression, just say parse, then here the JSON expression comes. So let's see what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to avoid all the nodes and all the nested stuff here. I'm directly I want to get here as in at sort as. So since this is a unique, this is possible. If it's not unique, you might get multiple result. So in this case, I will get only I'll get only one result here. So let's see. So I need to go to root and directly jump to the that unique key. So if you follow this example here, there's a table that shows what are the things, what are the keywords, probably JSONPath syntax that you can use. You can play around and do some trials and errors to find out how this works. But what I am going to make use of for this example here is this expression $. So basically this gets me to the root object, right? So I'm just going to enter $. Then just like you would do in XPath, probably if you're familiar with writing XPath, what you usually write is dot, double slash or something like that. In this case, what you need to do is $, then dot. Then after that you just copy this key what you want to reach at. I'm just going to copy that, come here, then paste. Okay, we just remove that output. Okay, this should be the expression. Now let's see how we can get the result from this. So if you follow the same example here, basically he writes the format is that you need to you can write a list comprehension expression here. Basically you need to use the object the expression object, then dot find, then give the data, feed the data there, and that should return you set of list of values from which you can again get the value attribute. So I'm going to do the same here. Let me just write result equal to then match dot value for match in the JSON expression that I have defined before, dot find, then I can give the data here. This is the JSON data. Data means the data that I have read from the file. So let me just run this file. Okay, I'm going to clear the screen here. Let me just run the file in interactive mode, python -i and the file name. Okay, if I run this, okay, now I just want to check what is the value of result here. Let's see, result. Okay, now I'm exactly getting the value that I wanted. So this is one simple example. Of course, it's also important to have at least one assertion from the root without using any by using absolute JSON path, and for rest of the assertions for verification you can just if you have done the assertion once from the root already, you can just use the relative JSON path expression like this and pass the value much more efficiently and in a very less number of code lines. So this is one simple example, how you can just write a simple JSON expression, and how you can quickly parse data. That's all for now. Thank you for watching.